I'm not playing this game. Oh my god, I am playing this game. I'm getting slightly distracted playing a game that's not the game that I pulled up to play today. Whoop whoop, birdie! Hey everyone. So it's wintertime, and currently outside it is finishing putting down a fresh 3 inches of snow, which means I'm not going out to play. But that doesn't mean I don't get to enjoy some disc golf fun still. Okay. If you haven't heard of it before, you're living under a rock if you're in the disc golf world. You can always download and play Disc Golf Valley. You can play against the courses they have in the game and try to beat them all. You can play against other players online. You can play in the weekly pro tour. No matter what you do, there's lots of fun to be had. You can earn coins, buy discs, collect them all, and build yourself a dominant bag. And so with the weather being cruddy, I'm going to do that today. And my son may come in and interrupt us, and that's okay. He's also a big fan of the game and plays it himself, and he's only 2.5. So if he can do it, you can do it. So let me introduce you to my profile and my bag before we get started in today's video. My profile here, my name is Zach OD for Zach O Disc, obviously. I have the pink Lozado set up because it's the best one. My favorite disc is this Athena. There's not a lot of Discraft discs in the game. It's mostly Latitude, kind of like the Trilogy lineup. But this Athena, I have like almost an exact duplicate of this in real life. So when I got this one, I obviously had to make it a favorite because it's pretty cool. I'm level 145, which is not crazy high. If you've ever watched other YouTubers playing Disc Golf Valley or anything like that, their levels are insanely high. They're very good players, way better than I am. But I think for a casual player like I am that plays pretty regularly in winter and very seldomly in the summer, this is pretty good. I got 445 discs, so I've been able to build a pretty solid collection, honestly. I think I have a pretty good bag as well. Speaking of the bag, let's jump over to that right now. I have a Rive Extra Glide Big Skip. If you know anything about the game, you're going to want something with maximum distance and with Big Skip because it gives you a little extra push for distance to get reaching some of those holes that you might otherwise not be able to, especially those par 4s, trying to convert them into eagles here. Because in Disc Golf Valley, I can throw far. I also have a Extra Glide Windbreak Rive as well. Again, a little more accurate, so I don't get quite the big skip. I can control its landing a little bit better. And I have a Windbreak and Water Skip, so I can get it over water. Yes, Water Skip is a mechanic in the game. I wish I could control it in real life too. The last one that I have is a Rive that is Extra Glide and Roll. Sometimes you need a disc to get on the ground and roll all the way to the basket, and so that's what that's for. And then I have some controlled distance drivers and fairways, a Ballista Pro, the newest addition to my bag, which is this Sapphire. It's a common disc that's actually in a lot of high pro bags. Not necessarily the Extra Glide accurate, but the Sapphire with Extra Glide definitely. And I'm just trying to test it out. I had another disc in that slot. I didn't really use it that often, so I'm kind of putting this one in and seeing if I can find a good spot for it on the course. And then I have this Trespass, which is a very good accurate distance driver for me, followed up by an Explorer, which is really good for that 310, 320 range if I need something to sit and stick next to the basket. In Disc Golf Valley, you can also do an extension of your bag by purchasing these 6 additional slots with coins that you earn by playing the game. And so I have a couple putters here, the Berg and the Sky God, so the P2 I think it is, where these just are good, dependable approaches. I also have 2 fuses, one which has windbreak and accurate, so if it's a little windy, I can make sure I have the right flight, and one that is sticky that I usually use for putting, actually, because once it hits the change, it tends to not spit out. And then I have 2 fairway drivers as well that you can add, a Musket, and honestly, this is one of my favorites as well because it is a disc I earned for a Disc Golf Valley Pro Tour event when I took 2nd in the gold tier. Purple tier is the highest tier you can play in, so I'm really happy with my 2nd place finish there, and I got a Tilt as well when it first came out, which is a ridiculously overstable disc and gets me out of trouble when I find it pretty regularly, honestly. Yeah, but that's the bag. You're definitely going to want a good assortment of distance drivers you'll find very early in the game. You can putt with mid-ranges if it's sticky. That's the best way to go. I can go more into that. If you'd like to see a second video going over some disc golf mechanics that I've learned over that's helped me find some success, put a like in the video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know you want to see more videos about Disc Golf Valley, and I'll put another one together. All right, to the video. What are we doing today? So there's a couple ways you can play the game. You can play by yourself, kind of single player mode, or you can go online, play on the Pro Tour, play on multiplayer. You can see here on the Pro Tour, I've already played my round 1. I've got a neg 10 to start, which is very competitive with the field right now. But I'm actually going to go back to the single player and look at the Challenge Valley, which is where you're kind of trying to beat all the courses the game has designed for you. And you'll notice here, actually, as I scroll through the options, that I have pretty much conquered all the courses. There are 2 that I have not finished yet, and that is the Northern Breeze, which is the newest course they've added, and it's very difficult. And the other one is the Lost Island. And so today we're going to try to get Lost Island off of our checklist here, try to get that 3rd star today. So here we have hole 1. Pretty big water carry to start. This is a more, I would say, intermediate to advanced course. So you're not going to see it right away when you first start the game if you are interested in downloading it for the first time. As you play the courses, you earn stars for lower scores, and as you get stars, you unlock more courses below it. You don't also, like, ever develop your character. They already throw at max distance. Like, everyone has that just kind of equal at the beginning of the game. You don't earn points or experience points. You don't spend it like that. Everyone throws the same discs the same amount of distance, or have the potential to throw the same amount of distance. So like for this one, 475, I'm going to throw a little lower so it kind of turns a little bit, aim right at the basket, and do a straight pull back. My Ballista Pro will turn a little right, start hyzering back towards the basket, and should get me a really nice, if not tap-in, to start this round. Which, oh, not a tap-in. Dang. Tried to tuck that one up. Oops. It's locked behind the tree. Birdie to start, which is pretty common. This is probably the easiest hole on the course. Hole 2, however, has a couple paths. The drone shot kind of takes us left. There's also a right path you can take. I like the left path now that I have a Rive that can, with water skip. The right side, if you miss the gap, you just miss the island. You can kind of see up here on the top left, they have an island mapped off here, so where I need to land. I'm going to go forehand with that water skip Rive, aim left, and let it come back. I only have a 1 wind, so it shouldn't turn it over too much. And I don't mind that rock it's headed towards right now. If I happen to hit it, there's a 99% chance I'm going to just skip off to the right and just get onto the green anyway. So I'm okay with that. I am a little farther away than I want to be. That's okay. We're just going to make this putt. Boom. There's a couple things and mechanics if you're going to start downloading the game and learn about them that you might want to know. You can see on the right side there'll be a wind category, 1, 2, or 3. Those aren't miles per hour. Those are just like intensity of wind, 3 being the most, 1 being the least. So like certain winds can make holes very, very difficult or much easier. So this one's 748. This is actually way downhill and an eagleable hole for this layout. It's a difficult eagle for me. I'm actually going to be throwing forehand on it, and yes, this game does allow everyone to have insane Pro Tour quality, unrealistic power on all your throws here, especially like the big skip and roll disc. They let you just go forever if you get the right kind of combinations of your throw. 130 feet. This is a run. Stay in the air. Dang. Ooh, kind of glitched. Yeah, the game is just allows you to really be as explorative as you want in terms of power. You just kind of walk in already at a pro level power. Everyone has the same thing, so you just kind of get to experience all the courses a little bit like with pro power, which is interesting. This is a birdie or bogey hole. This course for me, which is why it's so difficult, there are 2 of these. It's very difficult for me to be perfect on both of them. This one in particular, I go a little higher with this water skip disc, because if I go a little short because of wind, it will get off the water at least. That should nuzzle up right on the island. That's what I want. Give myself a 53-footer and hopefully a easy birdie, and it does. You might notice too that I'm throwing the disc from that distance instead of actually putting. Usually the putting range is right around 50 feet. At 50 feet, you're probably wanting to throw rather than putt the disc. This hole here, dogleg left. You can see there's water in the cave. All of it's a little dangerous. Gonna need to throw into the cave to start. Oh, that turned over way too much. Miss. Hyzer. Keep going. Okay. Whew, that was lucky. Yeah, this is a hole where the tilt that I have gets me out of trouble more often than I'd like to admit, because I get stuck on that left side and I just pitch it out on hyzer and it'll swing around the corner really quick, and sometimes I get lucky and stay on the island and avoid the water. But this time I didn't need to do that. Got myself an easy birdie, and we're moving on to hole 6, which this again is eagleable if you get a throw in. Not so much eagleable for me usually. I'm not the biggest throw-in guy. I have on occasion made a couple. My range tends to be about 120 feet or so. So my first shot here, I'm just trying to get to the right side, open up the second shot here, and then throw a mid-range just on top of the hill. See, that's a pretty good run. Those really big YouTuber guys, they would have told you the calculation and gotten the wind direction perfect and would have probably put it off the basket or even in for an eagle. They definitely have course record on this one with 2 or 3 eagles. Here is the second hole that tends to give me trouble here in terms of either not being able to birdie it or sometimes turning it into a bogey, which just ruins the run because you need 9 under for this course, so I need a birdie on every hole. And this is an island. You have to throw it inside the dragon bones, I think those are, yep. There's a couple paths you can take. You can take the backhand or forehand. I'm going to go for the forehand in the dragon bones here and hope I get lucky because I just don't have this hole on lock. I just don't have the perfect disc for it yet. Although this disc is slowly but surely becoming a favorite to use on the hole. Gotta go down just a little bit. Yeah, let's go. This could be the run. All right. Another hole that can turn into a par really quickly here, but is eagleable with the perfect drive. We're going to scoot right, aim left. This looks weird. Put this on extreme anhyzer. And as long as I don't blow through the tree, which I'm doing currently right now, and land in the water, get over these railings, get over the lake and get left. This is a great drive. Get through the bush. No, it didn't get through the bush. So we're going to go with the water skip drive in case it hits water here. Oh, it didn't. This might be an eagle look. But yeah, that's a perfect drive. Also a great reason why you want a big skip disc. Obviously, that first throw was not ideal. It was going to land very short, not give myself a great look. But turned out to be pretty good. Oh, this is huge. I've never had this situation. I've gone in 8 under before and parred, but I've never gone in at 9. So I need a par or better. I'd play it safe, but I don't know that plan. I've never had to do it before. So we're going for it. Oh, this is in the water. Okay, so we're going to have to get up and down from the OB to get lucky on the tree. Oh my gosh, I got lucky on the tree. Hey, bud, how you doing? He's trying to surprise me. Rawr. Okay, 360 way uphill. I can't believe I got this. 360, huh? We're going to go a little extra power. Left side. This might go OB. Sit, 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 sit. I need a par, so this is fine. Hi, Sebastian. Stop trying to distract daddies. In a big moment right now. Let it dip. Let it dip. 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 See it wiggle and left and right and up and down. I need it to dip down. Not gonna wait. Let's go! Yeah! Rawr! Wow. Well, I did it. It even tells you some stats where it's like how much time it took you to play the round. But that's an example of a playthrough through one of the Challenge the Valleys. I'm very happy I just earned a star on that. I didn't think it would be that quick or that easy. My son is asking Alexa to play something right now. And there's more ways to play this game than it looks. You can play Challenge the Valley where you play the courses on your own. You can play multiplayer where you play against other players online. You can play the Pro Tour, which is kind of everyone either designated into a pro or an amateur area, and then you play against each other trying to see who has the best score that week. But they also have things like events like Disc Golf Valley Pro Tour events, which are free to play, or you can pay for special events that happen. And there's YouTube channels and communities that communicate when they happen. Or you can play against your friends just for fun. There's a setting in the solo where you challenge a friend. You can create a game and it gives you a code, share that with a friend, they type it in, you guys can play against each other and see between the two of you who is the best. Speaking of which, I'm down for any and all challengers in Disc Golf Valley this off-season, any off-season or during the season. I don't care, anytime, anywhere. I'm willing to accept a challenge. Find me on Facebook or on Instagram. You can comment or message to me there and I will send you a link and we can get it on like Donkey Kong anytime. That means you, David. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content. Again, if we get enough likes and if people leave comments, I might make another one of these. Maybe I will bring a friend in and we'll challenge each other and see who can duke it out to be king. It's me, by the way. I mean it. I'm going to beat everyone. Good luck.